my dad shaved his own head over an argument with my brother. My brother and dad are like the same person, so the way that they're either like best friends or they're sworn enemies going at it, okay? And they were going through this parenting phase where my mom said, we can't physically punish him because he wants us to fight him, so we can't do that. Because he was in high school. That was just a phase of life he was in, right? So they're in a non-physical punishment phase of parenting. And as the oldest child, I'm sitting there going, where was this with me? Where was my let's talk about it phase? I'm getting my ass beat, which I'm not saying like parental abuse. Like there is a line, but I do think that kids should be physically spanked and punished so they can actually learn and develop properly. Like there's nothing wrong with spanking your kids. My dad and brother, I don't even remember how it started, but they get into this argument and my dad's crashing out and he's like, whatever he said to my brother hits him with the craziest one-liner. He's like, how am I supposed to have self-control when you don't have any? And just walks off. And I remember me and my sister looking at each other like, oh, there's no way. There's no way that they are not about to grapple right now. Like, my dad's going to beat his ass, right? Nah, my mom's like, don't do it. Remember what we talked about. We're in a different parenting style phase. I'm like, dang. So my dad just walks out in the garage. No words are said. Door gets shut. My brother's in his room. And me and my sister are like, damn. Like, that was crazy. I can't believe that he got away with saying that, because it's just how it is. You go through different, you see, when you have siblings, you see everyone get parented a little different because every kid is a little different. But it was the funniest thing ever because, like, 10 minutes after that, no one's seen my dad, and we just hear, like, heavy metal music in the garage. We just hear, like AC/DC or Metallica or something like that. And my sister and me look at each other, and I'm like, is Dad out there still? And she's like, no words were said. You just see it all over her face. And I'm like, So I go out there, like, open the door real slow, kind of peek out, and I'm like, oh my God. I step out in the garage. My dad is shaving his own head. He's like, just staring in the mirror. And I'm like, why are you shaving your own head? And he goes, because I mean fucking business. That's why. And just goes back to, like, just giving himself a buzz cut. As a sibling, when you're not the one getting parented or reprimanded or whatever in those situations, you're just trying so hard not to laugh. Like, I had to turn around, like, I'm like biting my lip. I had to turn around and walk inside real quick. It's like, it's one of those things, like, for whatever reason, my dad, when he gets angry, he, like, you would be in the middle of, like, reprimanding you, or if he's pissed and you guys are, like, wrestling or whatever it is, like, he will drop the funniest one-liner in these, like, moments of rage. And you can't not laugh at what he says. Like, it's always hysterical. And then he's like, I don't remember saying that. Like, it's just comedy. And again, we have all chilled out a lot since we've become adults. But that was just, back in the day. It's, this shit happens sometimes. And that's the thing, like, I think a lot of people misunderstand about, like, those super heated arguments that you get in with your family, especially, is like, if you're getting in those type of arguments with people, those are the people that love you the most. Like, they care about you so much that sometimes you can't properly communicate or verbalize what you're trying to get across to somebody because you care so much that emotions get in the way sometimes. And that's, like, I think that's, if you hear that they're about a family member fighting or close friends that get in arguments or fights, like, that's a real relationship. That's someone that genuinely cares about you so much that, yeah, sometimes you are going to fight. You should fight the worst with the people that you love the most, in my opinion. Like, that's part of somebody who actually sees through everything that you're going through because they know the best version of you and who you genuinely want to be as a person. So if they see something in your life that's affecting that, they're going to call you out on it. And I think it's just important, if you're not close with your family, to have a circle of people to have those conversations with and communicate with that way, because it's important. And like I said, I think it's a sign of a good relationship or friendship or a family member. If you're going to fight sometimes and disagree on things, like, that's someone that cares about you and they call you out on your shit because they want what's best for you. And I think that's just something that if you see it from the outside, you don't always see it that way. Or when you're in that heated moment, like, yeah, sometimes you're going to crash out on somebody that you really care about because you guys miscommunicate. Like, everybody sees things from a different perspective, but it's good to have those conversations because I think it helps keep you on the right path. Don't get me wrong, I hate it more than anyone. I hate getting called out on my shit, but I'm glad that I have people that do that for me in my life. So yeah, one of the funniest things ever. And when you're not the one in it, it's comedy, So I got a couple other good crash out stories about my dad, but I didn't try to make my dad sound like a bad guy. Like, he, like I said, just always looked out for us and wanted what was best for us. But sometimes in those heated moments, man, he drops some of the funniest moments. Those are some of the funniest memories I have is some of the arguments or, fights we get in as family members. So that's today's episode. If you don't have those type of people in your life, Start looking for them. Get them there. It's important. Talks with Tom.
Taking shots by the lake till I can't even breathe no more, see no more. I was riding around town thinking to myself, is it gonna get easier? I'll be up and away up the street getting paid, but I can't even breathe no more. What's it to me?